Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in, and we're doing a pick a card, and the overall focus of these readings is stepping out of the darkness into the light. Now, yesterday's reading was very similar. It was all about focusing on the light to expand into the light, but today the emphasis is stepping out of darkness and into the light. So it's basically like the feeling of a transformation of some kind. So I am using the Sacred Forest Oracle, and pile number 1, the card of focus for this pile is Wood Nymph and Beauty. And with this card, I'll be using Guardian of the Night Tarot here. Okay. Pile number 2, we have the Phoenix with Transmutation. And we'll be using the Witch of the Forest Tarot to expand on that message. Pile number 3, we have Bear Spirit and Healing. And we will be using the Magical Nordic Tarot to expand. Okay, feel free to pause and look at the images more if you need to. And I will see you with your pile. Welcome, pile number 1. Our card of focus is the Wood Nymph and Beauty. Now, this card is about, well, it's about beauty. It's about radiant, glorious beauty. And it's about the beauty within you, okay? This card asks, why not let beauty be your North Star to guide you, okay? So what feels as well as what looks lovely will sustain and nourish you. Your ability to see inner depths around you is in direct correlation with a remarkable, sumptuous life. Okay, maybe it's time to create some harmony and peace within your home. I mean, it can be small things. It can be clearing the clutter. It can be putting some fresh flowers out. It can be having a scented candlelit bath. Okay, relax and surround yourself with comfort and elegance. Now, in relation to the overall energy of stepping out of the darkness into the light, I do believe that with this card, and it does talk about it, how you are able to see the beauty in the small details. You are able to see the beauty in the harshness around you. You are able to see the light in the darkness. So with our overall message of stepping out of the darkness into the light, this pile is about seeing the beauty and not just in yourself, in everything around you. This is gorgeous. I love this energy for you, okay? And having that spill out into your material world. All right? Little teeny things can add beauty, can make us feel beautiful, can make people around us feel beautiful, right? Acknowledging the beauty around us. Okay, so I have Guardian of the Night Tarot. Let's dig into this a little bit. I want to thank everyone for being here. I really appreciate you being with me on this journey, and I'm honored, so incredibly honored to be able to bring you messages, daily messages. Oh, wow, these cards are really... I did pre-shuffle them. I just want to shuffle a few more times for you so we can sort of get a message out about this. Beauty, seeing the beauty around you, acknowledging the beauty around you, embellishing your life. You know, as the card said, with candlelights with your bath, or flowers next to your dinner plate, you know. candles at dinner time. I mean, just little teeny things can help. Seeing the beauty. All right. Here we go. Okay, yeah. King of Pentacles. All right, this is abundance. It's luxury, okay? And our card, our wood nymph, talks about luxury, okay? Creating luxury in our spaces, you know, turning normal, everyday routines into luxurious routines, like a candlelit bath instead of just a quick shower, okay? So I like that right out of the gate. I think that's a really beautiful card. So you are definitely in, so this is your energy in your emotional maturity, okay? The King of Cups, look at the water's all crazy and choppy, and it's full of fish, and there's lots of traffic, and yet this king is still balancing this cup on its nose. So also acknowledging that things can be crazy around us, but we are still in our emotional maturity able to sustain probably, well, it is a full cup on our nose in rocky water without spilling it. Beautiful. That is your energy. I love it. 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 And we have the Temperance card coming out in the position of keeping in mind. Yeah. So you may be working towards this sort of level of abundance and luxury and not wanting for anything, right? You may have had to wait for it a little bit. I mean, Temperance is a card of patience, right? It's tempering things. It's waiting for the right moment, the precise moment for something to have. It's divine timing. So it seems to me like with your emotional maturity and this sort of, you know, bringing in this type of luxurious abundance, this beautification, like it's going to happen, but it's divine timing. You may have had some work around that, which makes sense. You know, when we're stepping out of the darkness into the light, we are leaving the struggle behind and moving forward with even the simplest of luxury, right? A little bouquet of flowers. I picked flowers out of my yard and put them, and they're just beautiful. They're beautiful. Okay, so coming out with this King of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this really is focusing more on your foundation in the material world, right? Your stability, what supports you as you go and explore the world around you. And the Knight of Pentacles is definitely observing how this stability, this luxury is, how it works, right? So this is a card of action. This is where you're trying to get, this is your card of action here. Yeah, you are definitely working on something with your foundation. Okay. There's that old saying, live as if, well, I don't know if it's an old saying. I say it all the time. Live as if, you know, even if you're not here yet, you can still, like the card said, you can still do little things. Add some bubble bath or some Epsom salts to the tub. Have a piece of chocolate before you go to bed. I mean, there are little teeny things that we can do to elevate us into sort of this live as if energy, if we're not there yet. You are seeing the beauty around you. You are understanding, especially with this King of Cups, that it doesn't have to be grandiose for it to mean something, okay? Whatever brings you joy. Wow, okay. That's the Queen. You have the King and the Queen in this reading so far. This is in your energy. So you are living like a Queen of Pentacles. You are taking really, really good care of yourself, especially with this King of Cups, okay? As a side note, you have the King and the Queen here. It's power couple. Very stable, sturdy foundation. Yeah, when I see the King and the Queen come out together, it feels like an exhale of all the worries through whatever it is, you know, that you're working on right now. But it just feels like a giant exhale and, oh my gosh, thank goodness kind of energy, okay? Now that that's over, I can take that hot bath, right? I'm kidding. Yeah, this is divine. There's something. So there's something about timing with this for you. Let's see if we can get a card for that. Seeing the beauty and everything around you, living as if. Don't focus on the darkness. Step into the light. Even if the light's just a little candlelit bath. I don't know why I keep saying that because it was in the book. So yeah, this is going to put you on a new path. When this actually happens for real, even if you're doing little bits and pieces of luxury now, you're recognizing the beauty in everyone and everything that you are involved with or in, you know, situations, events, friendships, partnerships, all of that. When you are recognizing all of that, it does shift. It shifts something, it tempers something in us, and we now have a new beginning. This is a new path for you. Okay, this is a new path. Look at this with the Knight of Pentacles. This is a new path for you. Maybe in the past you weren't so concerned about a financial base. You know, maybe you were more of a fly by the seat of your pants, or, you know, an entrepreneur working for yourself. That's possible. You know, it's not always easy or as wonderful as everybody thinks, because we have to pay extra for all those things that an employer doesn't pay for us, you know, medical, dental, vision, you know, all of those kinds of things. And so you may be looking at your material foundation a little bit differently. And obviously with the shift happening and with whatever this divine timing is bringing in for you, it is going to put you on a new trajectory, so it's like a new adventure that's coming, and it is around your financial, material stability, the abundance of all of that, the abundance of luxury. Although we know from the Wood Nymph that luxury comes in many forms. Beauty comes in many forms. See the beauty in everything. It's going to help shift your mind. It's going to help bring in whatever is supposed to come in for you. That brings in this new beginning as well. Yeah, you have definitely walked away from an old way of looking at your money, of looking at your material world. All the things that you believed in before aren't working for you anymore. And so you're ready to go out and explore something a little bit different, but you are definitely in observation mode. You know, Pentacles know how to work with money and material things. Okay, they strategize. They're super smart about that kind of stuff. Okay, so you're ready to walk away from what you have been doing that has been sustaining you and moving into this new energy. Yeah, this definitely feels like a transformation. It's a shedding of the old and a stepping into the new, but the new is amazing and abundant. You are walking away from all the things that didn't work for you in the past. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, this is coming up in your energy as well. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Cups, which is absolute total contentment, cooperation, harmony. So you have stepped out of the darkness into the light. You're seeing the beauty in all things. You're seeing how, like, the interpersonal relationships of all things, of all beings, energy, material, whatever it is. It's all connected. Okay. It's all connected, and it's all like bringing in this new fresh Fool energy. I really like the Fool. Now, granted, there are some risks with the Fool's adventure, but you know, the Fool's not afraid. It's just like, let's go. Shotgun. I call shotgun. Right. Yeah, I know. I'd rather drive, I think, than ride in the passenger seat. Yeah, and the Knight of Cups. And so this is really, the Knight of Cups is, I mean, it's love. It's a message of love. It's a message of good luck and good fortune. It can be a quest, a proposal, right? But I feel like with this Fool coming out, like you're going to be on a quest for, you know, you're starting to understand what luxury actually means to you, for you, not based on what other people have said. You're having an understanding. You're living as if you're recognizing the beauty in everything, and it's sending you on this new path. So it does feel like a quest, doesn't it? All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful card. Good you, right? Pamper yourself a little bit. Even if it's the teeniest, tiniest little thing, okay? All right, I'm not seeing anything. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Empress, which of course is overflowing abundance, fertility, birthing something new. So that could be in conjunction with whatever this new path is. Regardless, you are definitely heading into a time of incredible abundance just by shifting a little bit and understanding that beauty, there's beauty in everything. Understanding that luxury can come in teeny tiny little packages, okay? All right. I am going to take one Akashic Records Oracle to sort of complete this reading. That's just beautiful. Now I want to go take a hot bath with some Epsom salts. I have these nice ones that are like orange scented. Makes my whole house smell fresh. Love it. And I have candles. All right. The card that came out for you is Wisdom. You've been here before and you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good in the situation. Okay. Yeah, this definitely goes back to you making decisions for yourself in what feeds your soul, what luxury means to you, and understanding that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What you find beautiful in one person, somebody else won't. Don't let somebody else dictate what you believe about luxury, beauty, beauty within you, beauty within others. Choose for the highest good in the situation. The wise choice may not be the popular choice. So this kind of is something you're doing on your own, okay? And with that coming out, you really are trusting your own intuition and your own insight and your own personal taste, opinions, based on your experiences. And you are definitely in a shift that is going to take you to this incredible foundation. So congratulations to you. Pile number one, this was your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe and share with your besties. Thank you. Bye. Welcome, pile number two. And our card of focus is Phoenix and Transmutation. Okay, remembering that the overall energy of all three piles is stepping out of the darkness and into the light. So this is actually really, really cool. The Phoenix talks about your life is changing. Okay. A big change is at hand. It's going to be probably something you didn't expect, but it's going to be wildly wonderful. So this is an act of changing from one state of being or element into another. So the phoenix is legendary for rising from the flames. He is reborn in the flames and then flies out, leaving behind old aspects, old tired self, so that it can become like this passionate, wild, and free bird. So something that you thought might, well, something that you thought would never change is changing into something amazing. So it's not an ending. Rather, it's like this bright, shiny, fiery new beginning. It could be something that seemed kind of lackluster, right? But it's turning into a fabulous opportunity. So release expectations, leave those in the fire. Release limited thinking and lack mindsets, leave those in the fire. Because things are not as they seem now because of this transmutation. Not only are you changing from an old thing to a new thing, your situations are changing from old things to new things. Your relationships are changing from old things to new things. This really is a card about not only this big change at hand, but also things aren't as they seem. You're going to have to be open. You're going to have to clear your mind of the clutter, clear your mind of the, as I said, the lack mindsets and limited thinking, to be open to whatever this is, okay? This is going to be unexpected. Unexpected, which I like. Okay, we have the Witch of the Forest Tarot. I did pre-shuffle, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some more, and we're going to get a message for you here today. I want to thank everyone for being here. I appreciate your support. I love that you're on this journey with me, and I'm honored to be on yours with you as well. So just thank you so much for showing up. It really means a lot to me. And let's see. So this is it's a big change coming in your life, and it's unexpected, which is why it is asking you to release old expectations and thought patterns about what you think you know. Because things are not as they seem when the Phoenix shows up. Okay. Yeah. Strength. Yeah, is asking you to stay strong in this situation. And I don't mean physically strong. Strength is about your inner wellspring. It's about using everything that you have fought for, loved for, all of these things, and how they solidified this internal strength for you. It solidified this wellspring that you have. So you're being asked to draw upon that while this transmutation is happening. It sounds like it might be kind of wild, okay? You are definitely in this fresh energy of the Page of Cups. Okay. The pages are messengers, so messages of love, messages, or maybe you may be waiting for this message to come through. Who knows? We're supposed to release expectations as well. So, but you are showing up as the Page of Cups in this sort of loving energy, fresh energy. Okay. Keeping in mind the Magician, so you have all the tools you need. You have everything that you need to move through this transmutation energy. You have all the tools you need for what you think is happening. Remember, things aren't as they seem. And what it will be, same tools. You're going to be fine. This could be something that you manifested. It's just going to show up in a very different way than what you maybe planned for. Excuse me. Or what you expected, right? Releasing expectations. All right, what do we have for the Strength card here? Oh, we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, so the Four of Cups is really, it can be like boredom or disillusionment, sort of apathy. You focus so much on three cups that you don't see the fourth one coming in. So this is kind of confirmation when the Phoenix talks about this huge change coming in your life, and it's going to come in a way that's not expected. Like, I absolutely understand why the Four of Cups is showing up, because it's the cup that you don't see is where this energy shift is happening. All this character has to do is open their eyes. It's right in front of you. Stay cool, though. Stay cool. Stay cool. All right, let's get one for your energy in the page. I feel a little giddy in this pile. Like I've got a permagran on. I can't stop smiling. I can't stop smiling. Okay, yeah, so the Page of Cups and then the Two of Wands together. So it's a fresh new way of you building your world. I mean, this is sort of the planning stages of how you want your world to look. And this is a great card for when we are shifting from one energy to the next one, okay? Remembering that don't have any expectations on how that happens, because it's going to happen in a way you don't expect, right? But I love it that in your energy, you're showing up as already planning, and you're showing up with this fresh Page of Cups energy. That's beautiful. Loving, caring. Page of Cups is also a lot about having fun, you know, bringing fun back to a situation. So, you know, with our overall energy today about moving from the darkness into the light, this is beautiful that the Phoenix is here. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so the 7. So there's maybe been some betrayal in your past. I mean, these are things that, okay, so transmuting, shedding, and moving on to something else, right? Yes, this person is sort of sneaking away in the middle of the night with these swords, but they've realized they can't take them all, and so there are swords that must be left behind, okay? So in this particular reading, you know, this is a card of sort of, you know, salvage what you can and get out, understanding that you can't take everything. So with them being swords and talking, the Phoenix talks about, you know, leaving old mindsets behind. It kind of seems like this is what this is about. Okay, I don't get a sense that there's a betrayal in this reading from anybody. It just kind of feels like you got to move on, and some things are going to be left behind. Okay, it can be a card of strategy, right? You know, we're packing for a holiday and we have all these clothes that we want to take, and not everything will fit. We've got to leave some things behind. We have to prioritize. So you might have to prioritize some things. Regardless, while that's going on, that is happening. This transmutation is happening. It feels like it's happening within you and around you. It's sort of a combination of your inner and external world, which is cool because that is balance, right? That is balance. And we have the Two of Cups showing up. This is the soulmate card, soulmate connection. Maybe this thing that's happening for you, for your best and highest good, is coming in the form of another person. This is a soulmate. It can be a love partner, a business partner, a best friend. I'm reading energy. I really love the card. I like almost can't stop looking at it. Maybe if there's someone, if there really is someone coming in for you, like you're gonna lock eyes. And have you ever done that before, where you've met someone and you can't stop looking at them, and it's almost kind of embarrassing, like you don't understand why? Like I've had that happen a couple times in my life, but with friends, not with like loving, like partner relationship kind of thing, but with friends. It's crazy, but I know what this, yeah, it's someone you're supposed to meet. Someone you're meant to meet. So through this yeah, maybe you're not looking to find a partner or whatever. Maybe it's going to come in as another person in whatever relationship, partnership, you know, that's going to take. Whatever that's going to look like, I don't know. I really don't know. You'll know. Well, actually, you won't know. It's going to be a big surprise. I love it. I feel like it's like a surprise party. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles coming out. This is the card of reciprocity. It's a card of giving and taking, or giving and receiving, not taking. It's reciprocal. This is your energy. What are you doing? It's like you want to give, which is great. So maybe you're trying to build up. I think of this as kind of a card of philanthropy too. So, you know, maybe you're starting some sort of foundation that's going to give back. Maybe that's part of your dream for your new world. Maybe you've had help through the dark time, this dark time that you're coming out of, and you want to do something that's going to give back. This is going to show up in a very interesting way, though. And it really looks like it's going to show up through someone. Could be a business partner. And, you know, it could be both. Could be a loving relationship and a business partner and a bestie. I mean, this could be your other half. Some people call that the Two of Cups, the twin flame card. So whatever it means to you, okay? And we have the balance card coming out underneath this. So understanding that you had to leave some swords behind in order to move forward. Understanding that when we go through the fire, as the phoenix does, we shed the old self so that we can bring in the new self, okay? So there is a balance to this. This is balancing. It's keeping you stable through this process. Okay. Love it. Okay. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. I think this is pretty good. It's all about this big thing that's going to happen. Don't think you know, because you don't. It's going to be a big surprise, but it's going to be really good. There's a lot of really good loving energy here. And there is an understanding that you will need to shed parts of yourself in order to... Oh, okay. We got two. We had two that came out. So the Three of Pentacles, yeah, it's a card of collaboration. So I feel like this is kind of attached to this Six of Pentacles. So maybe you do have sort of a business idea that's going to give back to the community. We also had the Ace of Pentacles coming out. This is a gift from Spirit once again. Huge foundational stability, abundance, material and financial. Yeah, something is coming towards you, and it's going to be really unexpected, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing blessing. So stop thinking you know what's going to happen. Release expectations of outcome, because it's going to come in a very, very different form than what you think it will. Okay? Excellent. I love it. Transmutation. All right, I'm going to get an Akashic Records Oracle for you just to finish this out. Thank you for being here, pile number 2. This is a beautiful reading. I want a big surprise. It's just beautiful. It's just all beautiful. All right. Just one. Just something from the Akashic Records. Oh, no, just one. Sometimes the cards just want to spit out like 10 million, and I just want one. Just one. Nope. Okay, well, maybe we're not going to get one because it's not... Whoa, did that one just flip? Okay, nope. Okay, all right. The card of compassion flipped. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. Aw. Okay, so with this coming out, it's almost like maybe you're not going to believe the way that this comes in. You're being asked to have your own back. Let it come in. Stop trying to control it. It's not coming the way that you think. Allow the surprise to happen. Just allow it to happen. I think that's really, and be compassionate to yourself about it, okay? Because it isn't coming in the way that you think it's going to. It's not coming in the way that you have manifested or put it out to the universe, to the energies, okay? It's going to come in a very, very different package. But it's worth it. And you may not see it for what it is right away, but you will, okay? Pile number 2, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Okay, pile number 3. Remembering that our overall energy is about stepping out of the darkness into the light. Our card of focus is Bear Spirit with healing. So the spirit of the bear says that you're a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. You're strong and grounded. Healing is unfolding, and or a situation is being resolved. So have faith that all is well. Okay, this card is really about letting you know that healing is occurring on all levels. And it can come in a lot of different forms. So just be ready to accept it. And know that you are a healing force for others. You may not be aware of it. You may not be understanding that you are a conduit for healing energies. So when others say thank you, just say you're welcome. Even if you don't know exactly how it happened, okay? Bear represents a healer and good medicine, and he bestows healing powers to those who are worthy. And you, my friend, are worthy, okay? So understand healing can happen in many forms, okay? Just be ready to accept it. I love this. I love this for you. Okay, and we are using the Magical Nordic Tarot to dig into this healing energy. So there's some of you out there that may not be aware that you're a healer is kind of what I'm getting. So when we talk about this overall energy of stepping out of the darkness into the light, it's quite possible that you've gone through a healing period of healing yourself. Whether you understand that you've done that or not, or know how you've done that, doesn't matter. Okay, you're a healer. And it's happening in all kinds of ways that you can't even imagine. It doesn't matter. The point is it's happening. It's happening for you. It's happening through you. It's happening for those around you. You are a healing conduit. So let's get into this and see. Yeah, I mean, you may have walked through a period of darkness in order to get to where you're at with your healing abilities. And if you're sitting there going, I'm not a healer, well, chances are you are. You just haven't thought of yourself in those terms. So we have the 10 of Wands right out of the gate. So yeah, you're definitely, the 10 of Wands, this is an ending. It's an ending of heavy burdens and responsibilities. Okay, so you definitely are coming out of the darkness. You are heading into the light. And you are coming as a healer. Now, in whatever capacity that is for you to decide in your life, in your situation, okay? You are showing up as the Strength card. You are showing this is courage and inner wellspring. This is inner resolve. This is unshakable courage. Okay, this is not surface level stuff. This is deep and rooted. Deep and rooted. Look at, she has her little inner, this almost looks like a leopard, on a red leash, you know, root chakra. It's rooted in you now. This is unshakable. And this is what happens when we come through an intense period of healing in whatever, you know, whatever that looked like for you. Okay. And the Two of Cups is showing up. Keep in mind, there is a union coming for you. Now, this could be that you have united the darkness with the light within you. This could also, you know, indicate that someone is coming in. Two of Cups is a soulmate connection. I think all three piles have gotten the Two of Cups today. I think. So yeah, this could be a soulmate connection, a love partner, a business partner, a bestie. Two aspects of the self, whatever that is for you. Regardless, you're ready for it. Okay. Yeah, this is an ending to your burdens. You are so strong and so stable and so grounded. So it's possible that there's a union coming in for you. Let's dig in a little bit more. Okay, yeah. So showing up underneath the Ten of Wands with burdens and responsibilities, we have Judgment. There's a card of forgiveness. So you've had to let some things go as you are coming out of the darkness, and I'm sure that's what your shadow work was. You know, forgiveness is a huge part of shadow work, and it's not just about forgiving other people, it's forgiving ourselves, and then it's releasing aspects of ourselves. It's releasing what we're holding on to about ourselves and about other people. Okay, that is part of the healing process. That is part of what is allowing you to lay those burdens down, those heavy wands. This is transformation. Transformation, transmutation. This really is, look, it's almost like her little reflections going away. Bye. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful healing energy. Look at you, like, seriously, you've done the work. Even if it didn't feel like it on some level, you did the work. Look at how strong you are. You are understanding forgiveness. Wow. Nine of Pentacles also showing up in your energy as gratitude, right? Nine of Pentacles is also financial and material stability. It's the foundational stability. Once again, look at those reds, oranges, and I mean, we're talking root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. You are in gratitude for what you've been through. You know, we do have to look at our hardships and the darkness that we walk through, and find the blessing in that. Okay, there is a silver lining in everything. There is a bright light to everything. Sometimes we don't see it while we're in it. I think, isn't that why they say hindsight's 20/20, right? We can see everything clearly once we've gone through it. All right, let's get a card for this union. What's going on with this union? Oh. So whatever this union is for you, this Two of Cups, it is a new beginning. It's leading you on a new adventure. I don't get so far that this is another person coming in. It does feel like two aspects of the self at this point. That could change as we're unfolding the story here. Strength card is about your inner and external strengths coming together to create that internal fortitude, that internal wellspring. So that Two of Cups could definitely be aspects of the self. So let's keep going. I could change my mind. I'm sure that, you know, people will look at this reading and have 100 different ways that it could be read. But right now, this is how we're going. So, okay, yeah. Laying your burdens down, practicing forgiveness is giving you some stability, okay? The Four of Pentacles is a card of kind of holding on, sometimes holding on too tightly, but I don't feel, with this card in this deck saying stability and coming out on top of forgiveness, like you are creating a new foundation for yourself, and it's going to be something you'll be able to hold on to. Okay, it's gonna strengthen your strength, your inner resolve. Stability. Yeah, you are, I'm really getting the sense that you are unshakable. Let's get another card for your energy here. Ooh, come back. All right, it did flip. I'm going to take it. Yeah, so it is also an ending. You have 2 10s here. This is an ending of pain. This is coming out in your energy. So you have this strength, this courage, this gratitude for everything you've been through, and it's going to pull you out of this. This is it. You're done with this cycle. Okay? You're done with whatever this narrative. You're done with all of these hurts. I'm really actually liking this sort of wintry scene happening. You know, she's here with the bear and he's here with his, well, probably wolf, Arctic wolf or something. I mean, there's a really kind of a sense of knowing here and then just not knowing, but going for it anyway, right? Healing comes in all forms. Whatever it is that you're doing is working, whether you believe it is or not. This looks amazing. Look at everything that you're going to be leaving behind. Heavy burdens, pain. Yeah. Oh, where are we? Okay, we're on... okay, let's get one for the Two of Cups and the Fool. That new beginning. Okay, how about just one card? Let's not get crazy here. It's all exciting. Let's get one card. The Eight of Swords is restriction. I don't understand this. It doesn't seem, it feels like it goes with this 10. Not the Fool. This feels like your energy. So the Eight of Swords is really keeping yourself trapped, right? And this could be what you're leaving behind. Restrictions that you've placed on yourself. Yeah, that goes there. That doesn't go over there. All right, now let's get a card for the Fool. Two of Cups and the Fool and New Beginnings. Because this healing is opening you up to some really amazing things coming in, and this healing is coming in all different forms, okay? All different forms. Yeah, that sounds right. That's clarity. So even as you're moving through whatever this new journey is with the Fool, this new beginning, because you've gone through all of this incredible healing and you're stepping out of the darkness into the light, there is an intense clarity. All right. The Ace of Swords is a gift from Spirit. It is this, it's a sword of truth. So you are starting a new journey with all the crap cut away. So this is a blessing. Like you're being gifted as you start out as the Fool. You're being gifted with clarity. This is happening because you stepped away from this restriction. You're ending all that pain. You've practiced forgiveness, okay? You are in strength and you are in gratitude. You will be healing others. Whether you are doing it on purpose or not, you are a conduit. All right, is there anything else that wants to come out with this? Page of Pentacles, new experiences. Yeah, this is going to be a totally new path for you, coming from a different place in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. You're not going to be ruled by this energy anymore. You're not going to be ruled by the swords, by the false narratives that we weave into the tales of our lives to, you know, we're just not. This is where you're going. You're ending this, and you're going on this brand new journey with new experiences, and the foundation. The foundation is incredible. You've done this for yourself. And here we are with the Page of Wands. And so we have the Page of Pentacles with new experiences, the Page of Wands, which is innocence, okay? You are the Fool stepping out onto this new path, onto this new journey. But keep in mind that Ace of Swords, even in your innocence, is giving you clarity of vision, is giving you a clarity of vision. Maybe you've got some psychic abilities that are unfolding and you're not quite sure what to do with them. That's kind of a fun path to be on, right? Because you can really do, when we're not restricted, see that Eight of Swords, when we're not restricted by how we're supposed to use our gifts of healing, of psychic aptitude, whatever. If we're just free-flowing and in that Fool energy, you might be amazed at what you can do when you're not even trying. That's what that feels like. That's what that feels like. Okay. Pile number 3. That is an incredible reading. Okay. I want to grab a Truth Oracle card from the Akashic. The Akashic Truth Oracle deck. I want to grab one and see if we get sort of an overall. I really like this energy for you. It's like, yeah, you're moving through the Fool energy and this innocence and into these new experiences and new beginnings, but you get to take this gift of clarity. It really does feel like a psychic thing that you're taking with you. Psychic healing. You are a healer. You have the gift of sight. Clairvoyance, right? Oh, wow. So that was kind of specific, right? All right. What does the Akashic Records Oracle want to tell us today? Reflection. You're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection in the mirror is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. Okay, so true. And we can all do that any day. What I'm getting from this in particular, especially with this clairvoyance gift of psychic sight that you are experiencing, maybe you haven't told anybody yet. There's something about scrying, whether it's in the mirror, whether it's in, you know, a hunk of black obsidian, whether there's something about the reflection. Try scrying. It's going to help you deepen this clairvoyance, this psychic sight, because this is now your gift and your healing tool. Okay. All right. Pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon.